Hello, my name is Hamad and welcome to Nural Code Day 4. Today we continue our journey. If you are new to this channel, make sure to start from day 1 because all videos are somehow connected to each other. Anyhow, let's start this video. In day 3 video, I gave you an introduction to Swift and I talk about variables and constants. Today we continue. For example, let's start with let name 2 of type string equals to Hamad. If I want to change name 2, the value of name 2 to another value, let's say name 2 equals to for odd, I will get an error. And why is that? Because as I said in the day 3 video, constants cannot be changed. So if I change let to var, then the error will disappear. Next we have printing constants and variables. One of the things that we use in programming is printing in consoles called print. And inside print parentheses, it accepts a constant or variable or any object. Okay, so here we say name 2. It will print the value of constant name 2, which is Hamad. If you change it to for odd, for example, you will get for odd. Okay, so if I print, let's say, the dictionary, okay, copy and paste, print, you will have the value of dictionary. Keep in mind the function print prints its output to Xcode's console, and it is a global function that prints one or more values to an appropriate output. Another example for print, we type print and add quotation marks. We say hello space. What if I want to print the value of name 2? Okay, so we add slash, add parentheses, and inside the parentheses we type name 2, and now the value of name 2 will print and adds hello before it. In this way, in this format, we use it to include the name of a constant or variable as a placeholder in a longer string. And it is very common use because in other programming languages you might do like this. Let's declare a constant string, okay, hello Hamad. Okay, so what if I don't know the value of Hamad? You will do this, plus space and plus then name 2. Okay, this will take so much time to type, where you can just do this. Okay, and you can simply print string just like that. Simple and convenient. Let's move next to comments. Comments are used to add a description to your code when you need to explain your code. Okay, there are many ways to add comments. Okay, just be creative, but let's learn the basics. Make sure to write readable code. But in some cases, the functions, the code is very hard to explain or to read. So you add comments to explain what you did. Okay? And comments are not executed. What do I mean by the comments are not executed? Okay? The editor will read your code line by line. Okay? And if you add comments, okay, this line will not be executed. And why is that? Because it knows that this is a comment, okay? This is a comment and you should not execute it, okay? So one way of writing comments is by adding double slash, okay? The other type is by adding slash and star. When you hit enter, the closing star slash will be added automatically for you. So let's say Hamad is doing well and teaching you. Okay, so the first type is for single line. The other type is for multiple lines, like paragraphs. Okay? Next, we have the semicolon. The semicolon in many languages, programming languages, they use to have semicolons. And semicolons is this. The semicolon is like full stop. So when you have a sentence, you put a full stop in the end to tell the reader that this is the end of this sentence. Okay? Similar to code, and same goes here. In code, we use semicolon to say this is the end of code. Okay? Unlike many other languages, Swift doesn't require you to write a semicolon after each statement in your code. Although you can do this if you wish. However, semicolons are required if you want to write multiple separate statements in a single line. Okay, so for example, when we declared a constant in here, okay, we don't put semicolon, and which is fine if you prefer to do this. Okay, but when it is required, okay, when you do this, okay, now the editor will get confused because what just happened. Okay, so to make sure the editor understands what you wrote, is to add a semicolon. Okay, and everything will go back to normal. Let's say I want to declare just the constants. Okay, let's use another name. Let's say price, okay, equals to 0.0. All right. What if you have a similar constants and the value will equals to 0.0? Do you have to do this? Let value equals to 0.0. Let's say another example, duration, okay, 0.0. So this is too much. Okay, you have another convenient way to do this. So instead of declaring the constant, okay, multiple lines, you can do this, comma, comma. very simple. Okay? The other thing is when I told you that when we declare a new constant, let the name of the constant is name of type string equals to Hamad. In fact, Swift is smart enough to know the type of this constant. So if you removed string, the code will run as expected. Okay, same goes here. Okay, so if you have constants or variables, you can just skip this. Okay, at least for these types. Okay, you can't do this. Okay, for example, let's say name 3. Okay, you can't do this. Okay, yes, I told you Swift is smart enough to know the type of this constant. However, if you left it as it is, as you can see, it will be confused, because at least give me something. Okay, either it's of type string, or you give it you assign it to a value. Okay, either this or that.